Welcome back to Heroes Next Door. Thank you all for watching. Today we are in North Carolina. We're in Corolla. This is Corolla Fire Rescue, and we're going to take a look at their fire station. Corolla, North Carolina is part of the Outer Banks, so we have water on both sides. Let's go talk to the chief and he can explain everything that's in this house. Making our way through their little day room here, we're going to meet up with the chief's office here and let's introduce him.
Morning.
Hey chief, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Thank you for inviting us out. First of all, for our viewers, name and rank and how do you got here?
Chief Richard Shortway. I've been chief here now my 5th year. Came down from New Jersey, volunteer in New Jersey, ended up here in Corolla.
Okay. This is a very unique location. You are pretty much on the island of the Outer Banks. So it's something that we've never seen before on Heroes Next Door or really anywhere. So you got a lot of pretty cool equipment. The way you guys set up your firehouse and how it started is pretty unique too. Where we're standing is an old house?
Yes.
So explain to me how that all works.
In 1983, this became the firehouse. It was purchased by the foundation and they started building from there. We went from a 3-bay garage up to 11 bays.
Okay. And the house part of it is where everybody stays?
The office and day room, kitchen.
Okay,
and we've added onto it over the years and created bunk rooms upstairs for, now we have a combination style fire department with paid in-house.
Okay.
From the county.
Right. So this is a volunteer fire department with supplemental paid from the county. Is that what
Correct.
would you say?
Yes.
Okay. And they are all firefighters? Are they paramedics? How does that?
It's a mix of firefighters, paramedics, firefighters, EMTs, firefighters, advanced EMTs.
Okay. Yeah, you got the whole range here.
We cover everything. We have a shift of 3 shifts, A, B, and C.
Okay.
6 on a shift plus a duty captain.
Okay. All right.
And then the volunteers are here. There's 35 of them.
Okay.
Join in. The duty crews take out the first due engine.
Okay.
And then from there, it's a volunteer's responsibility to get the other apparatus to the scene.
Okay.
Which second pumper, ladder.
Right. Now, when I'm down here, it's December. We're kind of off season. So, as I'm driving up here, a lot of things are not open or some have closed, that kind of stuff. How do you work with volunteers during the busy season versus off season? Is it pretty consistent?
Year-round residents is about 1,000 today in Corolla.
Okay.
And 35 of them, 90% stay here year-round. Okay, so I do have a force of anywhere from 20 to 30 volunteers always here.
Good. Okay.
And off-season, it's about the same because some of my volunteers leave here in the summer.
Right.
Because it's too crowded for them.
Okay.
We get 60,000 visitors a week.
Wow.
Coming in and out of Corolla.
Okay. So yeah, you're definitely going to stay busy, especially during those in-season times.
Yeah, we run close to 400 calls on the fire side.
Okay.
And with the medics included, we're probably at 2,000 calls a year.
Yeah, you're staying busy.
And then most of my calls come May, June, July, and August.
Right.
Okay, right now in December, we'll probably run 15 calls.
Okay.
August, we run 90. Now that's fire only.
Right.
Not counting medic calls.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Can we take a look at your house?
Sure.
So out here is the main living quarters of a house. You've converted this into a day room?
A day room, yeah, and this was our office, a public meeting room.
Okay.
We would have our meetings here going back in the 80s because this was our only firehouse.
Right.
Today we have a second firehouse, which we'll see later.
Okay. I love all the patches that you have all over the walls. That's, brings that homey feel and, that camaraderie between fire departments and stuff like that. So love that you got crew on. How many crew do you have during the daytime?
We have 24/7. We have 6 on in this firehouse.
Okay.
2 medics, 4 firefighters.
Okay.
Switch out.
And they do 24, 48?
48-hour shift.
Yep. Standard rotations.
Yep.
All right. And back here, you got the kitchen.
Since I have 3 crews, I put in 3 refrigerators so they don't fight over their food.
Typical firehouse drama, right?
Yeah. And,
but it's nice. I mean, you got all the cabinetry, just like a regular kitchen. This is probably the original footprint of the kitchen of the
correct.
house.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been updated.
Right.
And then out here, we put a little deck out here for them. And
okay.
We had a nice big egg donated from one of our renters.
Right, right.
You know.
Yeah, awesome view out here too.
From the top.
Yeah.
Up top, yeah.
All right, so we go back through the kitchen into the day room. And you got an upstairs to this place, right?
Correct, yeah. That's where the bunk room is.
Okay, we'll take a quick look at that.
We do not have a pole in this firehouse.
Okay. How do you get to your engine base?
Straight down these stairs.
Through this door?
Right here.
All right, well, stay tuned. We're going to go look at their trucks. Their trucks are pretty unique, especially working on the sand. It's definitely something that we haven't seen before.
Correct.
Let's take a look upstairs real quick and see what you got up there.
Up here we have another day room where they want to relax out of the public. Okay, it's for the paid crew. My volunteers don't come up here. This is their area.
Okay, okay. And they got everything they need up here. This is kind of like the old master bedroom suite.
Correct.
Okay.
And it's not that my volunteers can't come up here. We respect the paid crew, and this is their place.
Right, because they're living here for 48 hours at a time.
Yes, yeah.
So each one have their own lockers?
Everybody has their own locker. We have 33 that come in here.
Okay.
They each have a locker. I have a lieutenant's room, a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Has a desk in it. Double bunks in this room. We have a room over on this side that has triple bunks.
Okay.
They got their washer and dryer area over here.
Right.
And their exit going out there.
Okay.
To the parking lot.
So you got the entertainment system for the guys, for the downtime. You got to relax.
Yep.
So movies, gaming. I hear
gaming.
These guys love the game, right?
Yes, yes.
You got a crew that is pretty into it.
Few crews get into it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they compete because the other station, they'll be talking back and forth. You know, they'll be on gaming a lot.
Right, right.
This time of year, you got downtime.
Okay.
You know, once they get all their housework done and their online
training,
stuff, training, they move onto their free time.
Very cool. And you specifically help them set up a little game room. So you got a couple different locations.
Yeah, they have a little game room back here.
Okay. So a little private game room. They can get a little rowdy if they need to. You got everything that a firehouse needs. You have a place for them to sit. You have a place for them to sleep. And you have a place for them to take care of themselves so they can feed themselves. They don't need to go out to McDonald's and stuff like that. They can bring their food in and cook and stuff like that.
Yeah, because this time of year, they're not going to find anything really open.
Okay.
The Food Lion or Harris Teeter's is open. A couple restaurants open in town. Other than that, it's very quiet here off season. Okay. So they have to fend for themselves. And I'll tell you what, some of the best cooking is done in a firehouse.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely. No matter if it's a large kitchen or one of the small kitchens.
A lot of good cooking. You know, so many different recipes come in here. You know, I cook for them probably 4 times a year, 5 times a year.
Okay.
I'll come up and cook. I'll cook for meetings, stuff like that.
All right. All right. So this is the house side of it. We're going to go take a look at your apparatus and your apparatus bay. You want to take us down there?
Well, here we go.
All right.
We're going to enter into the ambulance bay. We have 2 ambulance, 1 on street, 1 4-wheel drive ambulance out here.
Okay. So you say the word on street, meaning that you have another one that's pretty much an off-road vehicle?
Well, we have 14 miles of beach that we go out for surfing accidents, broken legs, heart attacks.
Okay.
So we got to get out on the beach. So
right.
We don't just take them from roadside. We'll take the 4-wheel drive ambulance out to the beach.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that's
pretty cool.
Pick up the patient. Right.
And transfer them back here, the street side vehicle, wait for them on street to take them down to the hospital.
Okay, so this is our traditional ambulance that we, advanced ambulance or paramedic unit that we talked about in some of our other videos. We did a video for Keystone Valley, stuff like that. This is your standard street ambulance is what you described it as. This is more of your sand dune and off-road vehicle.
Off-road, it's raised, has big tires on it. We deflate the tires, so we sit on top of the sand.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going to get stuck out there.
Right. So having a lifted ambulance and having big tires, this is unique too. I see you only got 1 set of tire on the back, where most of the street ambulances are dual.
With dual tires, if you let the air out of them, they're going to rub together, create friction, and you're going to lose your tires.
Okay.
With 1 single tire, it keeps it riding up on top of the sand. Okay, here we are. This is bay number 3.
Okay.
It's first due out engine. It comes right off of the day room, nice and close for the guys to get on the engine.
What kind of engine you got here? What do you
got?
got?
We have a Pierce 2007 Contender.
Okay. Do you know how many gallons of water it carries?
Yeah, it carries 1,250 gallons of water.
What kind of pump you got on?
I got a 1,500 gallon per minute pump.
Okay.
AL.
That'll definitely do the job out here.
Yeah, it does the job. Plus, we got the deck gun on this, and plus a night scan.
Okay.
Okay, because it's very dark here at night.
You don't have a whole lot of street
no
lights?
No street lights at all.
Wow.
You know, so it's very dark.
All right.
This is the lockers for the paid crew, all their uniforms. And here we come to a unique fire engine. This is my antique classic that we still run today.
Okay.
A 1986 GMC.
Wow.
4-wheel drive.
This thing's a monster.
I run this up to Corova.
Okay.
Or if I have to run it out on the beach here to fight a dune fire, you know, a grass fire on the beach.
Right.
This is a great vehicle for out there. This has a hail pump, 750 gallons. It holds 500 gallons of water.
Okay. And again, you got the bigger, almost, I would say, balloon tires.
Yep.
You know, on this, and that is for the purpose of riding on sand.
Correct.
You mentioned you do mutual aid north of here.
Yeah, to Corova. It's another fire department north of here that is totally on the beach.
Wow.
The only way to that firehouse is driving down the beach.
Okay.
All the roads in Corova are sand.
Right.
That's where the wild horses are.
Okay.
All up north of here.
Wow.
You know, there's a herd of 110.
Okay.
You know, so.
Okay. Again, this is a unique vehicle that we would love to highlight a little bit more. Maybe we can do another
get
station
that out on the
that.
beach after this.
All right.
Okay.
All right. What else you got over here?
Over here we have a brush truck, which is 4-wheel drive. You're going to notice the large tires. Also on this, whether I have to go back in the marsh area.
Okay.
On the sound side, or whether I have to go out on the beach. This is an area truck that we're going to take to that area.
Okay. Now you carry water on this.
I have 500 gallons of water.
Okay.
On this, and then we have its own independent pump on the back.
Right. And you have preloaded hose reel with 100 foot, 200 foot?
150 feet booster line.
Okay.
Plus I have an 1.5-inch line tucked on this side.
Right.
Which is already connected. Pre-connection.
Yep, and then you got all your rakes and your shovels,
Correct.
everything.
They're all
need.
in here. Cool. And if we go into here, this truck, okay, we'll have your standard equipment that you would need. I can draft with this truck.
Okay.
Okay, we do some drafting here, but not a lot.
Yeah, that was one of the questions as we were coming up here and we were driving up. We're like, okay, we got ocean on one side, bay on the other side. I didn't see a whole lot of hydrants, but you're saying there are hydrants here.
In my district here, I have 319 hydrants and 3 drafting spots.
Okay.
Okay, that I can draft from, but I can throw a hard suction with a floater into a pond, into somebody's swimming pool. If I need water, I'm going to steal water from wherever I can get it.
Okay. Would you necessarily go to the ocean?
It's very hard to draft in the ocean.
Okay.
Because of the movement of the water. And you will pick up a lot of sand, whether you know.
Well, I was thinking actually more salt. You know, where I come from, it's all freshwater stuff. So would salt?
It would be salt water, yeah. But what we do, anytime we draft, we flush our trucks out. Okay. Because whether it's salt water or brackish water, you don't want to leave that inside your pump.
Right, right. Yeah, it'll destroy the seals and pumps and everything else.
Everything. It'll rot them out.
Okay. That's good to know, because like I said, as we were traveling up here, I didn't see a whole lot of hydrants. I was real curious on how do you get water there? Are you a tanker task force? How does that work? So
county is tanker task force. Okay. But as far as over here, we're hydrant, but depending on the size of the fire, we'll put drop tank down and have tanker task force. Okay. You know, I'll run an engine off of a drop tank as well as the hydrant. We have hydrants. Okay. It's a loop system. So a lot of times you steal from Peter to get to Paul. Gotcha. Okay, on the water end. Right. You know, so secondary water's always a great source. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What else we got? You got a lift here. Haven't seen that. We do a lot of our in-house repairs that we can. Okay. It helps you save on money. Yes. Yeah. You got a little Gator Honda. We have a little Honda here. We call it Big Red. Okay. We use this for support to Ocean Rescue. Okay. Who does water rescue, and we'll do land support for them. Okay. You know. Okay.
And over here, every firehouse has got to have these. It's nice that you have this, a little weight room or a workout room. So you got all the equipment you need, treadmills, stair steppers, bicycles, free weights, ropes. Perfect.
Yeah, the guys asked for this. They're here 48 hours. They needed a little place, downtime to work out. We do have local gyms here that allow them to go, but sometimes they prefer to be here at the station.
Right, right. So yeah, because they could do their workout, quick shower up, and get on a truck. They're not missing anything.
Earlier, before you ended up here, they were in here working out.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right.
Okay, next coming up in here is another oldie but goodie.
Okay.
Which is our platform truck.
Okay. We would call this a tower.
Right.
So across the nation, they changed it from aerials to towers to platforms. So you guys call it platform down here.
When we bought it, it was a platform.
Okay.
Today they call it a tower.
Okay.
You know, it depends on where you are. You're correct.
Yep.
But this is a 1991 Grumman.
Okay.
Was refurbished 10 years ago. It's still in use and it only has 41,000 miles on it.
Okay. Now I noticed it's 102 foot. Again, when we were driving up here, this is the first time I've been to the Outer Banks. So thank you for inviting us down here. It's been an absolute joy to come down here. So if any of you guys want to take a trip and just hang out, the Outer Banks is a place to come. Come down, see these guys. I'm sure they'd be happy to open their doors. I noticed a lot of the houses are all elevated.
All the houses are, 90% of the houses are on pilings.
Okay.
Okay, so in fighting a fire, you already have air coming in from underneath.
Right.
Oceanfront homes, winds changing here. That's why the Wright brothers ended up here.
You're right.
With the first flight, you know, always windy. But every house is 35 feet high.
Right.
Okay, to the top floor. And your first entry into these houses are second floor in a normal town.
Right, right,
you know,
so having ladders, having a tower, having a stick of some kind is important around here to fight these fires accurately. You know, I come from a city of Coatesville area, and you know we go right in the front door, and then maybe go to second or third floor. You guys are already starting at that.
Yes.
So you know, if I'm throwing a ladder, I got to make sure my ladder's long enough. You know, just a little attic ladder is not going to do it.
No, and that's why lugging a 35-foot ladder isn't easy.
Right, right, especially through the sand. All right, so this part back here is still designated to your volunteers, correct? The gear racks?
Lockers are the volunteers. The engine and equipment out here, okay, would be volunteers, except Engine 65 isn't here today.
Okay.
If the paid crew had to go mutual aid to Corova, they're going to take Engine 65 because it's also a four-wheel drive first due out engine.
Okay.
We'll see that later at the other station because I'm using that as the first due out there today because the Engine 66 is out for servicing.
Sure, sure.
So
now you also generate revenue multiple different ways. You know, always, you know, we talk about support of different fire companies, EMS stations, and you know how people do it, whether it's selling shirts, whether it's renting out facilities or stuff like that. You do something unique to the beach.
We sell t-shirts, but last year the rental company said to us, we're getting out of the beach wheelchairs. And it's a demand down here, people coming, older people and younger people that need wheelchairs. There was only one rental company left, so they donated the wheelchairs to Corolla Fire Department, as well as all the fire departments on the beach got wheelchairs.
Okay.
So I, in turn, bought 2 extra wheelchairs. We now have 5. We don't charge. We ask for a deposit on the wheelchair. And by the end of the week, the people end up leaving a deposit. So it did create revenue.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot like we went to Teaneck and did something like that up there. And they did ones with walkers and canes and stuff like
Where's
that.
Where's Teaneck?
Teaneck is up in New Jersey, northern New Jersey.
I know where you are.
So they were very similar. You know, they have a need for the community. You know your needs for the community. You express that, and then in turn, you know, they help keep you alive. So
it was great.
Yeah. All right, what do we got over here?
Next over here is a rehab division to the fire department, which is some people call it an auxiliary. Okay. We call it rehab. All my members are certified NC, North Carolina, fire certified. Whether you're rehab, whether you're firefighter, you're part of the department.
Okay.
Okay.
And rehab is important. Many people forget about rehab. You know, we always want to man it up and I'm fine. I suck down a bottle, I get back in there. But rehab for rehydration, making sure our blood pressures are good.
Blood pressure, they'll check blood pressure.
You know, all that kind of stuff. So having a designated rehab unit is very, very important.
So our last fire was at the Hampton. It was single room fire. Rehab did a great job down there.
Okay.
Not only with the firefighters, you take the Hampton Inn, it's 123 rooms. They were occupied 118 rooms that had to evacuate.
Okay.
Okay, we set a tent up in the parking lot, you know.
Right.
If it was the middle of summer, it would have been tough. This was back in September.
Okay.
End of September, beginning October. It's off season a little bit. They still had a lot of people, but you know, water and that, they were out there for 4 hours in a parking lot, standing around. You know, they couldn't get back in the hotel, so. Rehab did a great job.
That's awesome. Good resource to have. Now, as we walked it from the original house, we've walked now through 2 different engine bays. Do you know when these were all put on, or was there? Would you add on all at once? How did you end up building this place?
It was in stages. I think this was put on in '99.
Okay.
Okay, this larger part over here, and then. No, it may have been 93, and then the Ocean Rescue was put on in 99.
Okay.
Which is the next bay we'll go into next.
Okay, let's go take a look.
Okay. This truck here, when we have to go north to Corova, we switch from the rehab truck into the SUV, and this goes up on the beach.
Okay, because this is, again, bigger wheels, 4-wheel drive.
Correct.
Okay. Do you ever get these things stuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I found out how to change a tire on the beach.
Okay.
You don't jack your truck up. You block it and dig a hole in the sand.
That makes sense.
It worked out perfect.
All right, so we got one more bay here?
This is the, this bay I think was put on in 99, and it was originally used as Ocean Rescue.
Okay.
Because we had the contract for Ocean Rescue.
And Ocean Rescue is lifeguards?
Lifeguards, yeah.
Okay.
We used to house them. We had 2 houses for them. And that's a tough job. And for a volunteer fire department to put that all together,
right,
it was a lot of work.
Okay.
So when the contract came due, we didn't put a bid out for it.
Okay.
And
because that's basically seasonal work. Guys would come down from
You
all over the country.
had a lot of college kids coming in that would become lifeguards here.
Okay.
You know, and they enjoyed themselves a lot while they were here.
Sure,
too,
sure.
You know.
Enjoy the job in the summer.
Now I use it as a work area.
Okay.
Okay, storage.
Yeah.
And
looks like you had at one point some stuff set up for rescue and the mazes and stuff like that. That's what the wood's for.
All the wood was. We'll build partitions for training.
Okay.
Okay, and have entanglement.
Right.
I'm looking to build a training center.
Okay.
Which is going to be located by the other firehouse. We'll show that in the next part of the video.
Okay.
But here I turned around and made this into like a garage.
Sure.
We have tire changer, a few repair things that we need for the vehicles.
Right, right.
And a workshop over here.
Yeah. This is basically a large mechanics room. You know, we've been to the firehouses. Every firehouse has some sort, whether it's small or it's big. This would be probably the largest mechanics room I've seen so far. And
we do a lot of in-house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So filters, we do all our own servicing.
Okay.
Okay, it's done by my assistant chief, who's also, he gets paid as a automotive guy.
Okay.
Here at the firehouse, and he does the servicing. It saves us. Our biggest problem is getting it somewhere.
Right.
If I really have to go somewhere to a fire department or a fire garage,
right,
I have to go to Chesapeake, which is an hour and a half. Rocky Mount, which is 3 hours.
Wow.
Yorktown, which is another 3 hours. To get it repaired.
Right, right.
And instead we have them come here.
Right.
So.
Very cool.
I have the Cascade system, which is here.
Yeah.
The compressors in this room. That was new 2 years ago.
Okay. Are you running Scots? You're running MSA? What do you like?
MSA.
You're running MSA?
MSA,
okay.
Yeah. We used to be Scots. The county got a grant.
Okay.
To cover all new for the whole county MSAs. It worked out great.
Right, right. Yeah, we did a recent video with them too. They're good guys, so hopefully they're treating you right. And
they're good.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go see what else is next.
Let's get a couple vehicles and head up to the beach and see how we get on the beach to either rescue somebody for a broken leg, or if I had a dune fire.
That'd be awesome.
We'll take an engine and an ambulance out.
All right, let's go take a look.
Yeah, here we are at Pine Island Station 6-2.
Thank you, Chief. That was so much fun riding up on the dunes and on the water there. That was something that I've never done before and seen before, so thank you very much. So,
more than welcome.
As we continue on, do us a favor, hit subscribe, hit notification, hit those bells so you can keep getting more. So this is your second station.
Yes.
And you got a bunch of stuff here. Talk me through it.
Yeah, right here we have engine 65. Engine 65 is a four-wheel pumper I use to go to Corova, but it's my third pumper, so I use this as a spare when my first due is out. My first due is engine 66.
Right.
It's out being serviced right now, so the guys are riding 65.
Okay, and this is another four-wheel drive with those big tires we were
Big
talking
tires,
about.
single tire on the back.
You got to be able to go on that sand.
You got to be on top of the sand. You can't dig in.
Okay, it's absolutely huge. This is an international?
International. This has a pump and run.
Okay.
Has a monitor on the front. Has a winch up front here.
Okay.
And a high-rise pack.
Okay. How many high rises do you actually have in your coverage area? I know the houses are built on stilts versus...
One.
Okay.
The Hampton Inn, it's 3 stories.
Okay.
That's as high as we go.
Okay.
You know, right now, I don't see any in the future coming because I think they capped it at 35 feet, the height level, so we're good there.
Okay. And next to this, you have an ambulance?
This is an ambulance for the county, and earlier I said to you about street and four-wheel.
Yep.
This is a street ambulance.
Okay.
Out back, we have a four-wheel parked to go out on the beach, so we have 2 4-wheels and 2 street ambulance here in Corolla.
And this is an ALS unit?
Yes.
Okay.
All the units are ALS.
Okay.
2 of our first due out fire trucks are ALS.
Okay. That's awesome to have. Yep. And back here, it looks like you have a newer kind of truck.
This is the battalion truck, the captain.
Okay.
Okay, who's stationed here in Pine Island, only because the bunk area is bigger.
Okay.
And he has his own office upstairs and his bunk room.
Okay.
And this is his vehicle, which was new to us this year.
Okay. So again, it's four-wheel drive, so it can go wherever it needs to be. Yep. Oh, it's an F550, 450? I want to take a look.
250, I think.
F-250, man,
Yep.
it looks big. I love the space cap on these. These are, you can convert into the next truck as you replace them.
Yeah.
So, good thing to have. And then you have another brush.
Brush truck. Okay, this is a F-350. Okay, a little bit smaller than the other one we saw earlier today. This one only carries 200 gallons of water.
Okay.
But it'll do the same thing. I can connect a 1.5 inch here. I can run the booster line. On the other truck, we had it pre-connected. This isn't, you gotta connect it.
Okay.
But this will run on small brush fires, out by the volunteers. The engine's going by the paid crew.
Okay.
You know, and again, fire departments like workout areas. We gave them a little bit of a workout area, and I gave up a bay for that.
Okay. And we've seen this a lot. As we've traveled across the country on Heroes Next Door, we've seen different variations of where to put the workout equipment and those kind of things. Having an engine bay is a good way to do it. One, it's good enough space. Two, the public can see you in and out. So, yeah, it takes up a bay, but it gets the work done.
They need it.
Yeah. Yeah. So your gear lockers are outside here.
This is all paid lockers.
Okay.
Okay. None of my volunteers keep their equipment down here.
Okay.
So you have 33 paid lockers out here.
Okay.
For the paid side.
Now, the one thing I noticed between this station and your other station, you don't have the plume vents or anything. Do you have an air purifier that you normally run?
Yeah, I open front and back door.
All right. That works perfect.
You know, with the high ceiling in here, it wasn't as critical as the other building. If you remember, it had lower ceilings.
Right.
Okay. And it didn't have a front and back doors.
Okay.
With here, I open them both up. With the winds we have here, it clears it right out.
Clears it right out. Very cool.
It's a budgetary item, so that's why you do one at a time.
Well, most of the new vehicles that you're going to be getting too from this time on are all the DEF fluids and stuff like that to help with it. So, all right, can we take a look at the crew rooms?
Let's go inside and see our day room. Okay, here's the day room. We're coming into right here.
Okay.
And firefighters can stay in the picture. They don't have to run away.
They tend to do that on us, but that's all right. So in here, it looks like it's set up as a training
room. There's a whiteboard, basically.
Right.
They do all their training out of here.
Okay.
We set the room up 2 ways. During the last, we had a EFO hit here. I lost the training TV and a few other items on the property.
Okay.
That was 2 months ago, so we need to replace the training TV.
Okay.
But I have my monthly meetings here.
Yeah.
Okay, and it is open to the public. If they want to have a meeting here for something, they just have to contact the fire department.
Okay.
You know, or HOAs and stuff like that. The smaller ones we'll use here.
Do you reach out and do any kind of community events like blood drives or anything like that?
Part of Corolla Fire and Rescue is CFR Cares.
Okay.
Okay, which is a community outreach. So yes, we have blood drives. We have Adopt a Highway.
Okay.
We have anything to do with the community to make them alert of swimming pools, riding a bicycle. We get international students here.
Okay.
Okay, so we cater to them with backpacks with the stuff for riding the bike and bike safety. We go over a lot of stuff with them.
Very cool. Yeah, this is an awesome space to have. It's nice and large. On the walls, you got some of your old past chiefs, I guess?
Past chiefs, life members.
Okay.
And past presidents.
Okay. Now this is also considered where your guys eat, right? So they have a kitchen table, they have a big kitchen.
We have a kitchen over here.
Okay.
Matter of fact, this last crew refinished this table. Did a great job.
We've seen a lot of firehouse tables, so that's real big around us.
Yeah, they're going to put emblems in it. They're not done with it. Okay, here's the kitchen, well equipped.
Pretty much your standard kitchen, and you have also here, you're running A, B, and C platoons, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. They're here also 48 hours on, 96 off.
Okay. Okay. So there's always somebody in this house.
Correct.
Okay. Now, where do they sleep then? If they're always here, this is their day room and their kitchen, where do they sleep?
The pull-out cots, you want to see? We're going to go upstairs, take a look at the bunk rooms.
Okay. Oh, real quick, Chief, what's on the wall here?
It's just a map of all the streets here, different areas of Corolla. The next map over shows all our fire hydrants throughout the district. They also have active 911 or I am alert.
I am responding.
I am responding,
yep.
Sorry. And that'll show them where the hydrants are.
Okay.
Okay, and this here is for our ocean rescue, because we back up. If they have an incident going on, our medic responds.
Right.
Whether they're going street side or they're going beach.
Okay.
They'll know what stand they're at because dispatch will tell us they're at the dolphin access.
Okay.
We know that stand where it is.
Now, we just got off the dunes. We came in roughly around here, right?
Right between Dolphin and Buck Island.
Okay, and we ended up coming off just north of this one, right?
Right here at Lighthouse Ramp.
Okay. That's pretty cool to have together. So upstairs is the sleeping quarters?
Yes.
So how many bunk rooms do you have up here? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Five different bunk rooms.
Yes.
And are they all double bunks or?
No, 2 are not. One's the captain's office and bunk.
Okay.
And one's the shift lieutenant's office and bunk.
Okay.
And then the other 3 are double bunks.
Okay. And laundry room behind us.
Laundry room, washer dryer, and one for turnout gear.
Okay. So you wash your gear here. That helps save a little bit of money too. And this is their pretty much, I'm going to call this the day room because this is where the couch is, TVs.
This is their day room.
Their day room.
As again, at the other station, for them to relax and not be in the public eye,
right?
They have their own room up here.
Yeah, this is nice to have. Sit down, relax, get all your trip sheets done. You're ready to go. So on the wall, this thing is huge. These are actually guys from your station, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to have.
That was, I'm going to say B shift at the time.
Okay.
They're all not on B shift anymore, but they move around. But they made that and posted it up there.
Yeah, that's awesome to have.
Yeah, it's a nice job.
Yep.
And that's about it up here.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I hear that you have one more thing that we need to talk about.
Oh, yeah?
And you have a t-shirt shop that helps support
downstairs,
that.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at that.
Okay, great. Okay, in this area here, we have a t-shirt shop that supports the volunteer fire department.
Wow. Check this out. This is absolutely awesome. So you have all the patches from trading patches, I guess, right?
Yeah, well, we switch out patches. Anybody that comes here with a patch, we'll exchange with them.
Okay.
Okay, or they can purchase a patch.
Right.
But we like to exchange them. This way we get to collect the patches from all over the country.
Okay.
You know, I go as far as in this store, I'm out as far as Utah.
Wow.
And a lot of local from Ohio, Pennsylvania,
okay,
New York, New Jersey. If you look right up here on the wall, that's just New York, New Jersey.
Okay.
And here's PA over on this side.
Okay.
But we have 5 different styles of t-shirts in here.
Okay.
Long sleeve shirts, hooded t-shirts, sweatshirts. The store is also online.
Okay.
So you can go online and purchase a shirt.
How would I get to that? Do you remember the name of it?
You can go to CFR, that's Corolla Fire and Rescue's website, and it'll direct you right to the store.
Awesome. So if you guys are out there and you want some merchandise, you want to help support these guys, get on their website, check it out, buy something. I'd appreciate it. They'd appreciate it. And these are some good quality shirts. You got plenty of colors to pick from, plenty of designs. You have a couple different designs, right?
Yeah. If you come over here, we have a original, which was the original, which is on the side of our trucks.
Okay.
We have the newest one here, which is, we call it the Fire Act shirt, Station 6 shirt.
Okay.
And one of our popular ones is a beach shirt because everybody's coming to the beach. So they get a little bit of variety of the fire department, the wild horses.
Yeah.
And then the shirt that I probably like the best is the truck I like the best, which is called the Vintage.
Okay.
And this is that truck that we drove on the beach earlier today.
Right. Check that out. That's pretty cool to have. That is something that more people should be doing. Having a place like this to help support your fire department and things like that is very, very important. You know, we always are trying to figure out different ways to help support. And this is not only is good because you're kind of branding yourself out there and other people see you, but it does raise finance for the department.
I live in a tourist area. Okay, and being here, we get 60,000 visitors every Saturday and Sunday.
Wow.
So for our department, it works out very good. On the only road in and the only road out, they have to pass me.
Right.
And that's why we do very well selling shirts.
Yeah, and as a fireman and paramedic myself, when we go on vacations, I always look for a firehouse. Like, I want to stop by and say hi.
Right, yeah.
So, having this available is definitely
it works out
key.
nice, yeah.
So,
and then one of the other shirts that became popular, it was a kid shirt, but then the adults seemed to like it a lot.
Oh,
it's a Pierce truck.
Okay.
Created into a monster truck.
Right. And it's got the horses, it's got the beach, it's got everything that you need on it. Once again, Chief, I appreciate you for inviting us out. You have an awesome station.
We had a good day.
Yeah, we did some good things, drove on the beach a little bit. You got 2 great stations, you got great crew members, so thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Once again, this is Heroes Next Door. Don't forget, hit that subscribe, hit that notification. We can keep bringing you more of the Station Cribs.